Hi everyone, my name is Courtney Sickler, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about timekeepers and doorkeepers and what their responsibilities are and what role they play in our District 3 festival. Alright, so starting off with timekeepers, the main responsibility of a timekeeper is to accurately record the time of every performance. So every timekeeper and doorkeeper will be provided with a stopwatch and a blue lanyard with instructions on it. If you have any questions, go ahead and refer to those instructions and it'll pretty much go over everything that I'm saying. So each event has 3 minutes for monologues, 10 minutes for technical events, and then 5 minutes for anything else. The time will begin immediately after the performer says their troupe number. So for example, for me, it would be, hi, my name is Courtney Sickler, blah, 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 and I proudly represent troupe 2329, and then the time would start. So, the first timekeeper of the day is responsible for communicating with the judges and understanding what procedures they would like to take. This can kind of change depending on room to room, so you also have to communicate those rules onto the next timekeeper and pass that information down through shifts. So there has to be a lot of communication happening throughout the day, and that's incredibly important to make sure everything stays consistent. When the time is up for the performance, the timekeeper will raise their hand to indicate to the performer to go ahead and wrap it up. Any piece extending 5 seconds after this will be automatically considered for disqualification. So go ahead and let the judges know and they can take it from there. The timekeeper will also stop the performance 30 seconds after the time is called. This is critical to keep the room on schedule since we have a very tight schedule and we have to keep things going on pace. So, to put this in perspective, if we were in a solo musical room, which gets 5 minutes, I would raise my hand at the 5-minute mark, and 5 seconds after this, the piece would be considered for disqualification. 30 seconds after this, at 5 minutes and 30 seconds, I would go ahead and stop the performance so that we can keep it on schedule. Alright, so moving on to doorkeepers, the main responsibility of an inside doorkeeper is to ensure that nobody leaves an event room while a performance is in progress to maintain quiet during all performances. Any distractions can and will affect scoring, so it is very important that everybody stays very quiet and the doors do not open during the performances. If a disturbance occurs and the inside doorkeeper is unable to correct the situation, they should alert the judges or a responsible adult in the room about the situation so that we can get it handled and under control. At the end of each 15 minutes, the inside doorkeeper opens up the door to allow the students to enter and leave. Keep a festival schedule on hand or next to you during the performance to be able to answer both questions from the audience and the performers. So, the main responsibilities of an outside doorkeeper is to ensure that nobody enters a performance area without a festival badge. Also, to ensure that nobody enters a performance area during a performance. And to ensure that the outside hallways will always stay quiet during a performance in order to not distract any of the performers. So, ensure that everybody who enters the performance area has a festival badge. These are going to be displayed on lanyards and they're bright green, so they're very, very hard to miss. Anybody who is registered to participate in the festival is provided with one of these badges. If they say somebody else is carrying them for them, or if they lost it, do not let them enter the room. Notify one of the judges or an adult in the room so that we can take this situation and handle it. When the inside doorkeeper closes the door for the next performance, ensure that anybody near the door is very quiet. Each group will be provided with a red folder containing performance information. In this, you will find a schedule. Highlight any no-show events in a yellow highlighter. Follow the instructions on the sheet to accurately record the times of each performance. Now moving on to COVID protocol. So in order to adhere to COVID-19 protocol, the rooms will be completely cleared out every 10 to 15 minutes. Timekeepers, just use your best judgment and do not empty the rooms while a performance is going on. Check the time and wait until the best moment is so that you can completely clear out the rooms and bring in new people. The doors cannot be opened during these 10 to 15 minutes and will only open when that time is up. It is the timekeeper's responsibility to keep track of that time and clear out the rooms when needed. Capacity of the rooms is dependent on the number of seats in the rooms. To reiterate on this means that there are no people allowed to be sitting on the floor or anywhere other than the seating provided. In addition to this, no troupes are allowed to travel together as groups. This is to ensure that everybody has an equal opportunity to see each event and that not one group will be hogging up the whole room.